From Bethel University in McKenzie, Tennessee, the Southern State Showcase just around the corner. John here, Nicole there. The winter is going this way, the spring is coming this way, and the sports are all coming together.
Yes, so that means one thing. Basketball is coming to an end, softball and baseball are getting started, and all the other spring sports are kicking off. So don't go away. The showcase starts right now.
The Southern State Showcase on Sports South.
From Bethel University in McKenzie, Tennessee, another edition of the Southern State Showcase officially underway, winter semester style. John here, Nicole there. We're spending this week in McKenzie, but our first story is just down the road a piece.
Just down the road about 2.5 hours in Pulaski, Tennessee, Martin Methodist, both their men's and women's basketball team, are having one of their best seasons to date. We caught up with both the squads. The men's and women's basketball teams at Martin Methodist are both having one of their best seasons to date. Both squads have been ranked in the top 25 of the national polls for a majority of the season. The men started the season with an incredible 18-1 record and were ranked 5th in the country.
It really feels nice. A lot of hard work paid off. You know, everybody coming together as a team.
We try not to think about it. Just go game by game. You know, where they rank us is, you know, it's great accolades, but in the end, it's about winning the next game.
Playing in one of the nation's toughest conferences, it's vital to be on your A game 100% of the time, because on any night, any team can pull an upset.
It's tough. It's a battle night in, night out. You're looking at a good team every time you roll the ball out there, and it's a privilege just to play against good competition.
I mean, it's really competitive. You know, you got to bring your A game each and every game. You can't come out here lackadaisical or you will get beat pretty badly.
While the men's team is undoubtedly talented on the court, it's what they do off the court and how they interact that sets them above other teams in the nation.
It's just the bond outside of the court. You know, everybody hang together. Everybody know each other. Everybody know each other, you know, from classes, from apartments. You know, everybody just coming together off the court. I think that's mainly like the biggest goal for this year.
Integrity is defined by doing the right thing even when nobody's looking, and that's what we preach to our guys, and I think that they've done a good job of that.
As the end of the season approaches and the postseason looms, the end goal for the men's team is simple.
Pretty much just to win every game and get a ring, win it all.
After a come-from-behind victory versus Brenau University in late January, the women's basketball team marked their best start in program history, reaching 16 wins in only 19 games. Under first-year coach Kyle Bennett, the team has adjusted nicely.
At first it was rough, it was tough, like trying to buy into a new system and get used to everything. It was rough, but it's getting easier as we go along.
As with the men, the women's side of the conference is one of the best in the nation, with 4 teams ranked in the top 25.
It's hard because you can't go into a game and just show up. Like, anybody can beat anybody. You have to come to play every game.
Regardless of, you know, where you're playing, you can get beat by anybody, and it's fast, it's physical. You know, kids go NCAA Division I and then they'll transfer in. The coaches are really good, so you know you have to be prepared to play an A game, you know, every time you step on the floor.
With only 5 games remaining in the regular season, the women's team is ready to take the next step and bring a conference championship home to Martin Methodist.
We need to clean up a few more things, late game situations, things like that, which we'll kind of dive into starting this week actually. But really, the kids compete in a day in and day out basis, and that really puts us in a position to have success. So they've kind of bought into that ideal, and I'm glad that it has paid off for them a little bit thus far.
So John, I'm pretty excited to see how the season pans out for those 2 squads, because there is no doubt they have a lot of talent.
And we're going to see them hopefully as they get closer to Montgomery in the conference championships. All right, we like to make the show as interactive as humanly possible. We like to make this as big a two-way street as we can. First way we're going to talk about is on Facebook. Go on Facebook and go to the Southern States Athletic Conference page. Like us, friend us, be a part of the conversation there. Let us know what you're seeing. Let us know what we're missing. Let us know what you think about the showcase. One story down. When we come back, I think we're going to spend some more time outdoors.
Outdoors, softball, baseball, all the spring sports are finally on their way, so we are pretty excited.
And we're going to go to Montgomery when we come back and catch up with AUM and their softball team. The showcase continues after this.
Because you want more flavor, at Nukes we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nukes, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Discover.mga.edu. Discover Middle Georgia State College.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Hi, I'm David Alford from the TV show Nashville, and I'm here to tell you about my college. Since 1870, Martin Methodist has paved the path to success for thousands of graduates. Just an hour south of Nashville, you'll find an affordable private college participating in the Tennessee Promise with an educational program designed for you to graduate in 4 years. Come visit us and experience the difference. Experience an education that's personal.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Brenau University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Welcome back to the showcase. We're standing in front of Crisp Arena, which houses the men's and women's basketball team here at Bethel University. Now, John, what do we have up next?
Well, we have up next is softball. Baseball and softball getting on in earnest here in the month of February. And to paraphrase one of the great orators of our era, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ in softball. And right now, AUM, they're the champs.
Good.
When the preseason rankings came out for softball in the NAIA this year, it made sense to have Auburn University Montgomery's Warhawks softball squad at the top of the ladder as reigning national champs, as a unanimous #1. But the key to success in the year after a title comes from really just going back to work, and that's been the plan going in. The work ethic is the same, even if it feels a little different.
I feel like we've always worked very hard, but because of that target on our backs, there's a intensity to this season that I don't feel like we've had before. Granted, we have a new coach and he brings a new level of intensity to this program, but it's all business around here. Like, we're having fun, we're having a good time, but at the end of the day, we know we have a job to do and we're trying to get back there. It is about having fun, but it's not just about having fun. It's not going to be easy for us to get it again, so we have to take it. And we know that, and to do that, that's a lot of hard work.
So let's introduce you to the new guy. Eric Newell comes in after 8 years at Williams Baptist College. AD Steve Krotz, while knowing the on-the-field successes, was just as impressed with his commitment to academics and his contagious enthusiasm. Newell knew what he was getting into at AUM.
We do have a bullseye on us, and everybody wants to knock off #1. Being preseason #1, we know that. We've talked about that. We've given them literature on, and it hasn't been done since 2002. I believe Oklahoma City University did it, where they were actually able to repeat. Everybody's gunning for us, so that's something we talk about in practice, and it inspires us to work hard each and every day because we know that to repeat is going to take something really, really special.
One of the players Newell and her teammates are looking to will be senior Lacey Driggers. The second-year senior from Leeds, Alabama, was injured after only 2 games last season. The rehab on the right knee is long and hard, but she knows the returning 18 letter winners are looking to what the season has in store.
I would have to say that it took a lot to have to sit back and watch it from the bench, but my team did a great job. A freshman came in and played a big role, and she did it great, and it's still a blessing to be a part of that team.
And there's also the idea that 3 freshmen will help out immediately for depth. Loganville, Georgia's Rose Schmidt, for one, likes the idea of being challenged as the team tries to repeat.
It's a really big honor coming into something so big and so that has such a name, and we're all competing for a spot to play on the field. So I love that part of it, and it's a lot of pressure, yes, to be up to par with some of the players on this team, but I wouldn't change it.
But really, first things first, before there's even talk of repeating for a national title, you have to get through the Southern States Athletic Conference, who was well represented in the top 25s coming out of the blocks in the preseason polls. There will be no rest in 2015.
You bring your A game every single game. There's no looking past a single team, because other teams in our conference might not be ranked, but I feel like personally, like the lowest teams in our conference could stand up against some of the toughest teams in the other conferences. And it's not necessarily sobering, but you can't take any game for granted.
So Nicole, that's how AUM is going to be chasing after being a repeat national champ, with William Carey, Belhaven, and Brenau all ranked in the top 20. The SSAC is going to be giving their A game every single week to knock off the King of the Hill.
I think it's safe to say that it's a pretty stacked conference in softball.
Stacked conference.
And if you want to know about softball or any other sport in the SSAC, make sure you head over to our website, ssacsports.com. Standings, scores, news, everything you want to know about the SSAC, you can find there. All right, don't go away. Coming up after the break, we're finally going to tell you about everything going on here at Bethel University. The showcase continues after this.
I am a nurse, radiologic technologist,
a manager,
a lifesaver.
I'm a leader.
Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you? Are you?
Are you?
Hollingsworth takes the snap, thrust out of the pocket, throws deep into the end zone. There's Dawson. He got it. Touchdown, Faulkner. Evans quickly up the floor for the Lady Eagles. She finds Hayes in the corner. Hayes for 3. Faulkner is the 2013 national champion. They have just painted Lewiston, Idaho, Faulkner blue.
Faulkner University Athletics, champions of character.
Carey is
inspiring,
family,
a best value,
engaging,
diverse,
military friendly,
enriching,
competitive,
cutting edge,
Christ-centered,
growing,
and the path to your future.
View course schedules and registration times. Apply online and learn more about Carey at wmcarey.edu.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
Education should do more than just fill your head with knowledge. It should open your mind and transform your life with the power of truth. At Blue Mountain College, we are inspiring a new generation to learn truth, love knowledge, and live virtue. This is what we teach. This is who we are. Blue Mountain College. Truth, knowledge, virtue.
Welcome back to the showcase. Earlier, we were outside Crisp Arena.
You can tell.
Now we are inside Crisp Arena, and this place is awesome. I wouldn't mind watching a game here.
Part of the Vera Lowe Center, one of the great calling cards that Bethel University has here on campus. Let's find out what else is going on here in McKenzie, Tennessee these days. Tucked in the northwest corner of Tennessee, Bethel University is making itself known as an important cog in the development of the state with all of its growth in the past year. And in the last 12 months, the university is making inroads online as well. The school knew, and has for a while now, that another key way to influence students, a student body, and a curriculum is through those kinds of programs. According to President Walter Butler, face-to-face enrollment is up year to year, and online is having the same kinds of successes.
We're in our 7th year of it, and we've probably got close to 2,800 students online right now. And most of them are adult learners, 25 to 50 years old. We have several different areas: criminal justice, business. You can get your MBA, you can get your master's of criminal justice. All those can be attained by going online. It's been a great program for us. We're in our 7th year of it now, so we're still learning as we go.
And the real headway and impact is being made in the healthcare and nursing programs on campus, where on-the-job training is part of the plan, and Bethel grads are getting hired the minute they graduate. The huge shortage of workers in the medical field is being addressed in the state, and Bethel is being proactive in how they can be an integral piece to the economic growth of not just West Tennessee, but the state as a whole.
We go to employers now and say, what can we do for you? And not go in with our hand out for our gift, but you know, there are a lot of them looking for specialized training. In our state, for example, 31 to 32% of our adult population 18 and older have either some form of college or some form of learning past the high school. Our governor wants that to be 55% in the year 2025, so the market is great for us. And we're going through a lot of that in Tennessee, trying to figure out just exactly where Bethel fits in that niche.
The facilities on campus are undergoing renovations and additions as well, and you don't have to look any further than the Vera Lowe Center for Student Enrichment and Crisp Arena as shining examples of growth and having the best for any prospective and current person tied to the school.
This is our 4th year to be in the next building, the Vera Lowe Student Center for Enrichment. And our student center was adequate what we had, but we were trying to feed 600 students at a meal when it was really built for 250 students. Now we have 6 lines they can walk through, in and out. Now when we bring young people to campus, the first building they walk in is our Vera Lowe Student Center. And when they walk in there, they see Chick-fil-A on the right, bookstore on the left. It is, you know, changed. It made recruiting so much easier. It has gone from us being a church-related private school to a church-related private school. We're big time now.
Athletically, the Wildcats have been a top challenge for the schools they joined in the southern states when they were added to the directory. There are always a new set of challenges when you're coming into a new conference with a tremendous pedigree going in, but Bethel was ready and is ready all the time with the competition they meet.
It's been great. I don't think there's anything that we weren't prepared to happen. We knew it was going to be ultra competitive. We knew that we might have a shock to our system first getting into the league, which we have, and I think our coaches and players have handled it really well. The competition level is exactly as advertised, which is fantastic for getting people to games and getting people interested and creating rivalries. So we're really pleased with how it's going, and it's really nice to be traveling south in February as opposed to north. So that's nice too.
As a whole, it's great competition, probably a little bit stouter in some sports than what we were used to. I think we found out that we're very competitive in baseball, basketball, softball. It's probably caused us to ramp it up just a little bit more in the competition, but it's been good for us. You know, we're traveling more than what we were. We were kind of spoiled. There were so many schools right in this area that were NAI that was in the old conference we're in, but one went to NCAA 2, one went to another NAIA conference, and one school closed. So we lost 3 of our neighbors that were good rivals, but we still got our good friends at Martin Methodist, at Blue Mountain. So those are good rivals. And then the way, like in basketball, Southern States has worked with schools like us on travel, where we can hit 2 stops sometimes in a 3-day period and not have to go and come back. It's been real good for us.
The successes the Wildcats have even drawn attention of students looking to make their mark in non-traditional and lesser-known sports. Enrollment has seen a wide range of student athletes from all around the world, building the program's reputation.
The challenge that we're facing now is there's so many other programs that are starting up after having seen our success in some of these things. Bass fishing, shooting, archery, the cheer and dance, the competitive cheer has gotten really big now. So we have to, we really have to be more customer service oriented and know what our customers want. And our customers want to be taken care of, they want to have the right gear, and they want to compete for championships. And then, of course, we can't lose sight of the fact that the #1 reason they're here is to get a college degree. And we're very strong in that regard as well. So I think our admissions people do a wonderful job of selling that message, and I think our coaches are some of the best recruiters we've got.
And when all these different students and all these different athletes bring what they know and who they are to Northwest Tennessee, the local impact they have is priceless.
It comes down to seeing people be happy. You know, you come to school to get a degree, but they end up getting a whole lot more than a degree. Some of them get a spouse. Some of them get a job. You know, they get those things here in our community. And being a member of this community, I know the people here want to embrace the student athletes that we have and do so. When I'm out at the local diner, the local restaurant, the gas station, people ask me about the different sports teams, and you know, I had somebody stop me just yesterday and said, "Hey, we had a kid in church yesterday that was 6'8". I said, "Well, it's probably a pretty good bet he was one of our basketball players." And in fact, he was. I found out who it was, and they said, "You know, he's a really good kid." And you know, my response was, "We've got a bunch of those. So, you know, make sure you introduce yourself and come watch him play." And a lot of them do.
So when you add up all the successes and all the growth you see on the Bethel campus and in the Bethel footprint, there's reason for a lot of optimism over the next few years in McKenzie. So Nicole, it's great to see as we're almost done here at Bethel. What's been going on in the time that has passed, and it's great to see what they're anticipating happening as they're one of the great members here at the SSAC.
Yes, it is. And if you want to know more about Bethel and the other schools in our conference, make sure you hop on Twitter and follow us at SSAC Sports. You can tweet at us, send us pictures, anything you want to do. We love to hear what's going on around the conference, and we've only got 2 sets, 4 eyes.
There we go.
So we can't see it all, so make sure you tell us what's going on. All right, when we come back, we're going to wrap things up at Bethel, but first, it's our Players of the Week.
The Players of the Week at the conference level for the week of February 3rd are as follows. In men's basketball, the honor went to AUM senior forward Reggie Brown. The Albany, Georgia native posted a pair of double-doubles, helping Auburn Montgomery extend its SSAC winning streak to 4 games for the first time since the 2008-2009 season. The Warhawks bested Coastal Georgia, also came back to win a game against Middle Georgia to go to 2-0 on the week and improved to 5-6 in league play. In the win over Coastal, Brown netted 19 points and grabbed a game-high 14 rebounds in his 4th double-double of the year. He also added an assist and 2 steals in the contest. He followed that up with a team-high 15 points and a game-high 18 rebounds against Middle Georgia. The Warhawk big man shot 400 from the field and an unprecedented 824 from the free throw line over the 2-game span. On the women's side, the honor went to Martin Methodist sophomore forward Kyoko Wade. The Nashville, Tennessee native averaged a double-double in wins over St. Catharines of Kentucky, Middle Georgia, and Bruton Parker. Her best performance came in the week's toughest matchup when Wade grabbed 27 boards against Middle Georgia, snapping a 10-year-old program record in the process. She also added 15 points, 3 blocks, and 2 assists in the win. Wade's 27 rebounds were the most recorded in the NAIA this season. Over the 3-game stretch, Wade shot 412 from the field and 889 from the charity stripe. Wade leads the SSAC in total rebounds per game, and defensive rebounds per game. Congratulations to both of the Players of the Week.
Because you want more flavor, at Nukes we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nukes, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
I had a dream. beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seemed. Up on stage in a field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
Being at Faulkner is like being a part of a big family. I feel safe here. It seems like I know everybody, and even my professors know me by name.
My faith in Christ has grown a lot since coming to Faulkner, especially working with this outstanding Bible department and seeing the general Christian lives of all the professors on campus.
Faulkner University is a growing, academically strong institution where Christ is the center of everything we do. Visit our website today to see what Faulkner has for you.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Grinnell University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Time to put a bow on the show here at Bethel University in McKenzie, Tennessee. We are here at Wildcat Stadium, one of the coolest facilities, one of the most modern, up-to-date things you will see here in the Southern States. Really cool. We just got out of the polls, saw a lot of gold, which is always meaning one thing. Southern States is always
well represented.
Send us home.
All right, well, unfortunately, the show is coming to an end, but you're in luck. We'll be back next week, so make sure you see us then on the showcase.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Grinnell University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
The University of Mobile, founded on belief.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Our adult students are a rare and special type of person, leaders in the office and the community. teachers in and out of the classroom, superheroes without capes. They administer first aid on computers and scrape knees. They are changing healthcare and themselves. Be the best version of yourself with an accelerated bachelor's or MBA degree from Bethel University. Call 1-877-4BETHEL today.